all the water. Guys, greetings from Venice. So, we're off to have lunch now, but look how beautiful this place is. See? Because Venice is so pretty, there's a lot of local artists. The
Rialto Bridge.
Rialto Bridge, so look at the... So what you guys see is a spectacular view of Venice. You can see people get around by boat and not car, hence I felt the air was a little fresher. As you can see, the place is pretty thriving. There was a lot of people, so it was pretty lively. While Venice is famous for being city of masks and city of water, it's also famous for its beautiful architecture. It's pretty hard to believe, but this area actually floods quite a lot throughout the year. Of course, when you're in Italy, you have to try their pizzas. Hey guys, so just doing a bit of vlogging. Sitting here, we're watching the beautiful... I realized that no matter where I was standing in Venice, somehow the scenery was always beautiful because of the beautiful buildings and the sparkling waters.
How are you finding Venice?
Really beautiful. You'll be traveling on water a lot, so if you have motion sickness, definitely take pills. So here what you see is a gondola, and it's basically a Venetian boat, and often tourists like to travel on it. We were meaning to go on it, but 100 euros ago sounded a little too steep. So for now, I'm going to let you guys enjoy the view. I was in Venice for a few days, and after we headed towards Berlin. So to wrap up Venice altogether, here are some pictures from my trip. To see more pictures, you can check out my website bubzbeauty.com or my Facebook page Bubzbeauty Official. We're now in Berlin. We're in Alexanderplatz. So what you see now is the Berlin Tower, and it's the tallest structure in Germany. It's 368 meters high.
Slob Sanssouci Palace. Turn over. Sanssouci Palace.
Makes me hungry. Here is the terrace garden of the palace, which looks absolutely beautiful.
So we're now at what's remaining of the Berlin Wall. It's actually known as the East Side Gallery now. This used to divide the east and west side of Germany. And ever since the country was united, they've taken down the wall.
He's the next man, and his power is...
Goldfish bowl attack.
Goldfish bowl attack. She's like, why is everybody wearing no clothes? This one is, why do we have no hair? This is a memorial to the murdered Jews of Europe. There's 2,711 concrete slabs, and there's tourists cycling while drinking beer while socializing. Here, I'm at the Brandenburg Gate, where we also encountered street dancers. This is the Holocaust Tower of the Jewish Museum. The only light comes from this small slit in this window above. Other than that, it's all dark, cold, and empty, almost giving a feeling of loneliness, and this is supposed to transit the message of how a Jewish person felt back then.
So this is the Garden of Exile. We're in the Jewish Museum in Berlin, and the architect who created this part of the building just wanted to recreate the feeling that you get when you're standing here. It's supposed to represent the feelings of the Jews when they were trying to leave Berlin at the time of the Holocaust. You can't really see where you're going, and there's a lot of concrete around, I think, to give them that feeling of being trapped. And the floor and the pebbles on the floor is and it's all tilted, so it's made in such a way when you walk on it you actually feel really sick and feel really uneasy, and the whole thing just makes you feel not very nice.
I thought this visual installation was very moving and powerful. You can see there's lots and lots of faces, and they appear to be screaming, and it's just haunting. And to me, I feel this piece really paints an image to how it feels to be a Jewish person back then. The steel faces pretty much speak for itself, and apparently when you step over it, it's how it sounded back then to be trapped. These steel plates are all hand cut, and it's apparently supposed to give a feeling of vulnerability and tenderness. So my trip to Germany taught me a lot. It taught me a lot about German culture and all events that happened back then, good and bad. To be honest, I really felt the Jewish Museum could have done a better job at explaining some of the crucial parts, which they didn't, but other than that, I learned a lot. So now off we go to Holland. So apparently in Holland, this snack is pretty famous. It's little pancakes with icing sugar on top. It's so good. The place we dined in is called Will's Pancake House, and I highly recommend it. This beautiful building you see now is actually not as big as what you think. This place is called Madurodam, which is really miniature Holland, and it makes replicates of certain sites in Holland. So for me, who is usually known to be small, it was pretty cool to be big for a change. It was kind of like my chance to feel like a giant for a day, and it was really cool because they were very realistic.
Imagine if you're on that boat and all you see is these fishes. Someone just got a red card. Oh, so you know that was just... Are you fish? That fish is a shark in the... Is that like supposed to be a shark in the water? Excuse me! No.
There were a lot of sites that I didn't get to see while I was in Holland, so I kind of got to see a small-scale version instead. And finally, here are some pictures of my trip in Holland. I didn't take very much videos or photos because I was just playing with friends, but I had a great time, and thank you to Janet, Bobo, for being such a great host. Last but not least, big thank you to Tim and Victoria for organizing such a great holiday.